is SVG.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997.
We reach. Good morning to everyone that is hearing my voice at this time. You are listening to the Clean Fresh Sound 99.9 WEFM, and this is Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna. And guess who I am? I am Dianna, and I am wishing you a wonderful day as you continue to listen to WEFM, as you continue to take WEFM wherever you are going. Make sure that you are safe. If you're using the road, make sure you use the road as you know you ought to use the road as a driver and as a pedestrian. Morning, Roleza.
All right. Good morning to everyone. Yes, we are back with you, as Dianna mentioned. It's the two little birds. We are here. Dianna would explain something afterwards. All right. So yes, we are back with you, and we are happy to be back. And for those of you who might be counting down to Friday, I understand. I feel just the same way. All right. To be very honest with you, I feel just the same. It's been one of those. Mentally, it's been one of those weeks. All right. So. But nonetheless, we are going to be here and trying our best to make today a great one for you. All right. So reminder that, we have a great programming coming up, different topics of discussion. Remember that Cop Chat is also happening after 8. And more interaction with you for the morning. All right. So we are here with you.
Counting down to Friday. Which one the Friday? Well, it's another season of counting, so some other persons may be counting down to another Friday too. Now, you may be wondering, wait, wasn't there a third lady in the studio yesterday with them? Didn't they say they have a third co-host? Yes, we did. And yes, we do. Nicole is not going to be with us today. She will probably be joining us tomorrow, but come next week, we'll have, as Roleza mentioned yesterday, we're sorting the schedule out. So come next week, we will have everything set like...
Set like ice in the freezer.
That is it. All right, then. Now, as we are talking here, remember that you can talk with us. Yes, you can. You can talk with us. You can talk to us by giving us a call, 457-9997. And that's our WhatsApp number. That's our landline number. You can reach us and be a part of our discussion. What discussion would that be? We're talking politics this morning.
Well, I feel like you nearly said something else there. Look at you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
That slight hesitation gave me a little hint of something. All right. No. But I'll let you be. All right.
I don't know what Roleza is talking about. I sure don't. But we're asking a question this morning. As we are in the wonderful season, well, they say we're always in election season.
Always.
But this is the year. This is the year. We're in it for the whole 5 years, but this is the year when things heat up a little bit more. So we're talking politics, right? And we want to know if you think the ULP has a right to remain comfortable. They've been in power for the past 20-something years. They've had their 5 consecutive terms. Things have been going. So do you think that with that behind them, with that wearing that belt, do they have the right to be comfortable saying, yeah, man, we got this. Look, for the past 20-something years, y'all have proven that it's us. I mean, come on, it's us. Nobody else. Nobody can bowl we out, right? Or do you think they should be worried because last election, the NDP did win the popularity vote, meaning that they won the most votes. They did not win enough seats to get them to form the government, but they did have the most votes. I give you the percentage just now, right? So bearing that in mind, do you think that the ULP should remain comfortable because, they've been ruling for how long and you've been showing them that, hey, it's you we want? Or because last election, the NDP got the most votes, does that say something like they should they say, boy, I don't want it to go the same this time around. Maybe they might actually get more seats this time around. Or we have some new parties, and Vincentians have been saying we need a change and we want something new. So do you think it is possible that the NDP's popularity vote could come back to haunt the ULP or a new party, NLM or UPP? Do you think that NLM or UPP could sway the population and they'll say, you know what? We are going to try these newbies. We're tired of the old guys. We want some newbies. So what do you think is going to happen? What sayest thou? Roleza, what you think?
My thoughts.
I like that laugh.
My thoughts. All right. So I don't think that any side should be comfortable, right? Because the results can go any which way on the particular day, right? Mm-hmm. And if we saw from the last elections, while it is the ULP got the majority of the seats, the NDP got the majority of the votes. Now, if you want to say 481, well, based on what it is that I saw there on electoral office results, 481 isn't significant. You can win or lose a seat by one vote, as we have seen in one constituency already, all right? So I do not think that either side should be complacent. I do not think that any side should be too comfortable. I found it interesting that there was an article that came up on Eyewitness News that I saw earlier this morning. And, in it, Camilo Gonçalves, he was speaking at the, what you call that?
The confirmation of Ralph Gonçalves as the candidate for North Central Windward.
Right. So, the ULP side is always speaking about the NDP side and most of the lead about not having a vision. And they're saying, and what is also being expressed is that because the NDP hasn't been in power for so long, they would not know how to run the country, right? Mm-hmm. And they're saying, and what is being expressed is that they'd have no experience with running the country because many of the stalwarts who had positions within government, they have passed away, all right? Mm-hmm. Now, when it is that I read that, I kind of mentally chuckled. And if anybody knows me well enough, I chuckle at many things, all right? But I likened it to a situation of, so I come out of school, fresh out of school, I have my qualifications, but I can't get a job, right? I can't get a job because I'm not being allowed the opportunity to get that experience.
I have no experience.
I have no experience. And that is what it is that when I read the article, I likened it to. Now, before anybody interprets or misinterprets what I'm saying, I am not saying that the NDP should be given the opportunity just because they haven't had that experience for 20-something years. Mm-hmm. That's not what I'm saying, right? I also do not believe in changing just for changing's sake. I believe that if you are going to be changing, that there has to be merit or there has to be substance and there has to be reason why it is that as you put forward the reason for you or for the electorate to choose to vote, let's say the NDP in power, or to vote, or to continue to vote to have the ULP in power. I don't believe in changing just for change's sake, right? Mm-hmm. And also, I'm not here to influence anybody's decision. All I would like for persons to do is to go on out and vote for the best reasons that you see, right? Which is going to change from person to person. But I just thought that particular reasoning as put forward by the ULP, well, Camilo Gonçalves in particular, was quite interesting because it's the cry that we hear from many young people. Mm-hmm. How am I going to get a job if you don't give me the opportunity to, But yeah.
It's the writer so kindly reminded us that as the Minister of Finance was making the point about coming into government with no experience, that is how Prime Minister Gonçalves came into government as well. He did not have any experience in government when he came into office in March 2001. We got a caller, so let's take the call.
All right. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Roleza and Dianna.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right?
You did. Well, kind of, but I'm gonna walk with that for now, right?
Yes. When I find that I ain't exactly right then.
Go ahead. It's okay. Uh-huh.
All right, I appreciate it. But I used to smart human beings. I wonder if that subject is smart is people that really know things. Because I find that you ladies at this program so smart. So, we call it elegant or something. But are they really smart? And are they, where are they? Are they working all the way up to that? This kind of conversation that all had this morning and does have on this radio station. That I will just attract people to this program. And he really go for some people too, but even really fun in politics. About what you say about to change sake and experience and all this kind of thing. It could come over much better than how we put it. But tell us something. I want to zoom in on politics and how people, how I was tracking politics and how I just track politics. I want to bring some experience a little bit to you. See if I could explain something.
All right. Step in, try to do it in about a minute, you hear? Because remember, we have to break at 7:35.
Okay, yes. Well, you talk about NDP get a majority vote. Which are the last referendum. If they didn't vote for referendum, because they're supposed to be smart enough that no, sometimes popularity for government does drop sometimes. And so they should have really accepted referendum and they would have been power. Right? It would say we have a good government doing so well. But what happened in last election, why NDP get a majority of votes? Because what happened before election, to vote to Caesar, they send a set of people, thousands of them, they sink it and embrace with a disaster. And they couldn't, and they pretty lockdown, they couldn't got to come back to vote. So that we because they don't part with the Labour Party, they don't get a majority of vote. And then the NDP. In them days, they send a set of people to sail and ships and things. A lot of people go because they couldn't get work and things in Sylvan. And them come, well, NDP was locked down in the country and nobody come in. But Prime Minister bring them in and all them to help the NDP vote. So therefore, it ain't no possibility that the NDP once it ain't no pandemic and people, no disaster, and them to send people for election. It's a possibility that they're going to get no majority of votes again. So
right.
That's something that I want to dig into. And, we have a good government, and we not think we're not change the government.
All right, step in.
Okay.
The views expressed are that of step in. All right.
Okay, then. All right. Interesting there. So, my dear people, what do you think is going to happen next? Well, this election. We're going to go back for the old boys. Are we going to bring in the new old boys, or we're going to bring in the new boys and girls? Because one is led by a female. Just need to hear a little bit more.
But and even with the old boys and old girls, on both sides of, well, the NDP and the ULP side, they do have a mix of experienced persons as well as new persons, right? So I like the fact that, well, as I've always said, that I like the fact that younger persons or newer persons are getting into the political arena. And we'll see what happens. Okay.
As the Minister of Finance said, this is the most important elections. And we will know. Anyways, I'm done. It is 7:34. We are going to head out because in just a couple of seconds, we are going to bring for you today's traffic talk. So stay tuned.